A girl is hanging in the air, her body turned into a doll, with only the head left. Who could be so cruel? To understand, we need to go back to where it all began. Jack, our main character, lost his parents at a young age. Since then, he's been raising his younger sister, Anna, all by himself. When Jack finally became a police officer, their lives finally started to improve. He swore to protect the people and serve justice. Every mission, he was the first through the door. Crime fighting became his purpose, and his dedication gave Anna the freedom to chase her dreams. She wanted to become a top fashion designer. The two of them often stayed up late working, Anna sketching clothes, Jack writing reports. But not long ago, everything changed. A serial killer named John was caught drunk at the scene of his latest murder. Yet somehow, he was declared mentally unfit to stand trial. He walked free. The prosecutor, afraid of losing the case and damaging their career, let it slide, even as the victims' families sobbed in despair. 1 week later, John killed again. The country was outraged. People demanded justice, but the law was clear. Mentally unstable criminals couldn't be held responsible, while the killers roamed free. More and more cases like this flooded Jack's desk. Murderers, walking free the same day they were caught. It shattered Jack's beliefs. The justice he lived for suddenly felt like a joke. He began to think about a man named Mike, a notorious vigilante who punished criminals outside the system. To some, Mike was a monster. To others, a hero. Not long after, a detective with official clearance came to Jack. He was recruiting Jack to help investigate Mike. He'd reviewed every cop in the department, and Jack's record stood out. He told Jack to hold on to his integrity, because the most honest people are the ones who fall the hardest. The Mike case shook Jack, but he held firm. He kept working hard, trying to drown out the doubts and stay true to his oath. Eventually, he got promoted. Life was looking up, until the darkness came back. This time, it was William, another killer who used his mental illness to mock the law. He was released without punishment. Then there was the obese creep, a serial abductor who had assaulted so many girls that their photos covered an entire wall. He had money, he had power, and despite his record, he roamed free. Jack couldn't take it. He clenched his fists, but they were useless against a system that protected monsters. Even when the creep turned around and accused Jack, the system sided with him. And then came the final blow. Jack's colleague brought bad news. The higher-ups had dropped all charges against William. Jack saw it coming, but it still crushed him. Thankfully, Anna had just won a major design competition. It gave him one last sliver of hope. That night was Anna's birthday. Jack bought her a cake and headed home. But on the way, he got a call. William had escaped the mental hospital. He murdered a staff member on the way out. And now, he was threatening Jack's family. Jack raced home. Anna was gone, because William had already killed her. Turned her into a lifeless doll, hanging from the ceiling. Jack snapped. He tore apart the house, screaming, crying, destroying everything. Everything but the birthday cake. That's when Jack made a decision. He put on a mask. He would become like Mike, a judge and executioner. He would take down every monster who twisted the law to escape justice. One by one, criminals started disappearing. And soon, Jack was arrested. But he expected it. He knew it was only a matter of time. He just wanted to punish as many monsters as he could before they caught him. His colleagues were confused. Why wasn't William on Jack's victim list? What they didn't know was, Jack had saved William for last. He'd locked him away in a pitch-black room, chopped off his limbs, blinded him, injected him with drugs every day. He made sure William lived in agony, a private hell that would never end. So now the question is, if you were Jack, would you do the same?